the sloop John B. That might be our last one before we go to if they're on time. That's the yes. Hopefully that will be yes. Not into the T's. roster. And look, 3 errors. Jolly English
Good morning. It is my pleasure to introduce a special and important addition to Convocation ceremonies that reminds us all of the ancestral lands of the First Peoples of Canada. This song is called a victory song that will start us off in a good way at every one of our Convocation ceremonies. Over the past hundreds of years, there have been many victory songs that have been passed down through generations. These songs have a special power to them and therefore carry such great meaning, as this song correlates with the treaties signed with the Crown and the First Peoples of Canada. The treaties were agreements signed as a foundation for ongoing relationships in understanding one another so that we live together in respectful relationship as we move forward together to advance reconciliation. We present this song to uplift the spirit and to encourage all of us to come together, sing, and dance in victory for the graduates' accomplishments. It is my pleasure today to introduce the victory song, and I extend gratitude to our traditional singers and cultural ambassadors, Lyle Tutusis, Monty Sunchild, Al Crawford, Adrienne Lachance, Colin Rain, and Jade Tutusis, who have pre-recorded this victory song for the U of A Convocation ceremonies. Please remain standing. Whatsoever things are true, a promise made here at the University of Alberta over 100 years ago. Today, we are gathered to celebrate this commitment to ourselves and to our community. We celebrate with all those who leave here today with their degrees. May you continue to seek truth. May you continue to serve in our global home. May you continue to grow in wisdom and understanding. And may you continue to uphold the university's values of integrity, freedom, and the equality and dignity of all persons, to create a community filled with promise for the future and goodwill toward all. Please be seated. Hello to all of you. My name is Peggy Garrity. I have the privilege of serving as the Chancellor of the University of Alberta and conferring all of your degrees today. I'd like to acknowledge that the University of Alberta is located on Treaty 6 territory and the homelands of the Métis. In stating this, we must recognize our responsibility in working in relationship alongside First Nation and Métis people and their communities on our way forward, and in good relations in uplifting the whole people for the next 7 generations and the university for tomorrow. On behalf of the entire university community, I'm delighted to welcome you to this convocation. It's the first time we've gathered in person since November 2019 to celebrate a graduating class. And the first time as Chancellor, I get to actually look out and see all of you. It's really an exciting day for all of you, and it is for me too. Graduands, were very pleased that so many of your friends and family members, I can see lots of them up there, could join us to celebrate your degrees today. As you participate in today's ceremony, you're walking in the footsteps of many generations of scholars. And each of the traditions that you see on the stage and throughout the ceremony today have special meaning and significance. Today's formal procession to the stage, led by our Chief Marshal and the University Mace, originates in the procession of the Guild of Teachers. Such guilds in past centuries were dedicated to the pursuit of knowledge, just as our university is today. The many different academic gowns, hoods, and caps here on stage today reflect centuries of university tradition. As Chancellor, I wear the University of Alberta colors of green and gold. The different colors of your own faculty hoods signify to everyone here and to our society the degree that you have earned. Your caps, the Oxford-style mortarboards, may be considered a symbol of the scholar's independence. These symbols and traditions remind us of our connections to the past. But seeing your faces today and conferring your degree is all about the future, about your futures and the future you will create for our communities and for the world. We'll hear from Ms. Charlene Butler of our Board of Governors and our University President and Vice Chancellor, Bill Flanagan, who join me here in recognizing your accomplishments today. We're also joined by traditional knowledge keeper Donald Langford, who is here today to extend a special recognition to Indigenous members of our learning community. Distinguished guests on the convocation stage also include a number of community leaders and members of our academy. I'm very pleased that deans and professors from our faculties of graduate studies and research, law, and education are here to congratulate each graduand as you cross the stage. We will also hear from Mr. Douglas Stollery, Chancellor Emeritus, who has accepted our invitation to receive an honorary doctorate of laws, our university's highest honor. An honorary degree recognizes inspiring role models and leaders, celebrating extraordinary achievements or remarkable service to our society. And Doug, I'm so proud to be able to celebrate your honorary degree today. Following the presentation of the honorary degree, we'll begin the recognition of all of your degrees. One of our deans will present you on behalf of the faculties, and our president will guide you through your pledge to pursue the encouragement of learning and the public good. It will then be my great honor to admit you to your degrees and confer upon you all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities that come with being a university graduate. Then it'll be your turn to be up here with us. Each of you will cross the stage as your name is called. And for everyone here, I'm sure that will be the most important part of the ceremony. Your degree will actually be conferred as I congratulate you and we meet each other on the stage. I've been advised that my hand would be very sore after greeting thousands of students in 14 convocation ceremonies. So please just make sure and stop and say hello, and so that we get a chance to congratulate each and every one of you. That moment will bind you and the University of Alberta together for all time. We are all here to welcome you to our University of Alberta family, and I really hope you enjoy the day. I'd like to start by inviting greetings from Ms. Charlene Butler on behalf of the Board of Governors.
Thank you. Eminent Chancellor Garrity, President Flanagan, distinguished guests, graduate families, and friends, I am very pleased to participate in this special day on behalf of the Board of Governors to bring the board's greetings and hearty congratulations. Today is a day of celebration when the entire university community, along with your families and friends, gathers to celebrate you, the graduating class of 2022. It is also a day to celebrate the university, which by virtue of this marvelous milestone has successfully provided you with the academic resources to support your engagement with issues and opportunities of 2022 and into the future. Collectively and cooperatively, you will be the generation that moves society forward in the arts, in the economy, in knowledge, discovery, and research. You've been changed over your years at the U of A. The knowledge that you've gained here will enable you to address society's issues, influence others, and shape our collective future. You're now the kind of citizen who will apply critical thought, share your knowledge, foster common understanding, and employ the skills you've gained here to better society in a competent, thoughtful, ethical, and engaged way today, tomorrow, and from now on. Our very heartfelt congratulations to you, your families, friends, and supporters. Be proud, savor your success, enjoy today, and we wish you the very best for the future.
Thank you, Charlene. It's now my pleasure to invite Bill Flanagan, the president of the university, to address convocation.
Well, thank you, Chancellor. And as the Chancellor mentioned, we are thrilled to be back in person. As you may know, I've been in the role as president for 2 years, and this week marks the first time in my role as president that I'm able to be at an in-person convocation. So I know this is a thrilling day for all of you, but it's also a thrilling day for me, and I'm just really thrilled that we can do this once again. And I also wanted to express a warm welcome to our honorary degree recipient, our many guests in the audience, and of course, the graduating class of 2022. It's all of you that we're here to celebrate today. And the journey you've made is one filled with excitement and exploration, but it's also one that can be arduous. What you've accomplished takes fortitude and commitment. Many late nights, early mornings, and I'm sure were impressive amounts of caffeinated beverages, and the determination to persevere, even in the face of formidable odds and occasionally overwhelming workloads. And that's the journey experienced by a typical university degree recipient. Your journey, by contrast, has been anything but typical. You've had to earn your degrees amid unprecedented global conditions during the past 2 years, and this has not gone unnoticed. On behalf of the University of Alberta, I want to offer our profound appreciation to each and every one of you. Throughout the many changes and challenges of the last 2 years, you have been quick to adapt, you have been resilient. Above all, you have demonstrated your commitment to doing all we can to keep one another safe. Thank you, all of you. And in addition to managing through COVID, the university has also been managing through other challenging conditions, and I'll restrain the urge to regale you with riveting tales about budget cuts and academic restructuring, but suffice it to say, the university has undergone its own evolutionary journey in the past 2 years. There's still more work to be done, but having now implemented most of the major structural changes, I know that our university is prepared for the future. We are well positioned to continue stewarding this remarkable institution, which has grown and endured and cultivated knowledge and ideas for 114 years. And throughout, our core mission has always remained unchanged: to build one of the world's great universities for the public good. And that's not mere rhetoric. There are many universities in the world doing meaningful work, but there are not many universities in the world doing globally recognized research on such a comprehensive array of some of the most significant challenges facing the globe. Challenges like climate change, developing sustainable energy systems of the future, global food security, advancing and defending free and democratic societies committed to justice, equity, and opportunity for all, harnessing the potential of artificial intelligence to better society, and advancing human health and wellness in our local communities and around the world. I am proud to say that the University of Alberta is among a small handful of global universities with the research and teaching strength to make world-changing contributions to each and every one of these significant challenges. We are leading the way with purpose to develop solutions for our planet and our society. And perhaps one of the greatest challenges facing the globe is the urgent need to build a more inclusive and equitable world with opportunity for all in the face of mounting threats around the world to the core values of a free and democratic society. And this is where I believe the social sciences and humanities, and that includes law and education, have such a critical role to play. And on the subject of law, I'm assuming our law grads are in red there. I just wanted to say every president needs an academic home, and my academic home is the Faculty of Law, having served as Dean of Law at another university that will remain unnamed. But I just want to say that it's particularly meaningful for me to be here today to congratulate all of you graduating from the Faculty of Law. And I miss the Faculty of Law, I have to say. And also to those of you from the Faculty of Education, both of my parents were very proud graduates of the Faculty of Education at the University of Alberta. And so I grew up knowing of the value of education and how important it is to a young person's life. So today's a particularly meaningful day for me to be congratulating both of you from law and education. And as I mentioned, I believe the social sciences and humanities have such an important role to play in the challenges facing the globe. I'm enormously proud, for example, of how the entire University of Alberta community, where we are home to the Canadian Institute of Ukrainian Studies, has stood proudly with Ukraine as it bravely battles to preserve its free and democratic society. I'm also so proud of our university's new Indigenous Strategic Plan, outlining an ambitious vision for meaningful inclusion of Indigenous peoples and Indigenous ways of knowing in all that we do as a university community. The plan lays out the next stage in building and sustaining respectful and mutual relationships with Indigenous communities and knowledge keepers. It will support the participation of Indigenous faculty, staff, and students in the university's offerings and make space for Indigenous ways of knowing and the indigenization of curricula and research. The plan will help us hold ourselves accountable to the goals that we've set together. And building on that commitment to inclusion, the University of Alberta is home to the first Canada Research Chair in deaf education. There are more than 70 million deaf people worldwide, and deaf children have particular difficulty developing language fluency, including reading and writing. This is where education research can play such an important role in exploring ways to improve learning outcomes for deaf children. For example, our researchers are examining how arts-based instruction like theater can help deaf children develop their linguistic skills, opening up opportunities for deaf children to learn, grow, and thrive. This is what sets our university apart, our impact on the world and the difference that we make. And this is no better demonstrated than in the recent Times Higher Ed Impact Ranking. This ranking is the only global performance measure that assesses universities against the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, including ending poverty, ending world hunger, climate action, and sustainable land use. I am proud to report that among over 2,000 universities worldwide, the University of Alberta ranked 11th. This is the impact that we are having in Alberta, in Canada, and around the world. Yet our most significant impact is represented by all of you here today, our exceptional graduates. Undoubtedly, the U of A's most significant contribution to society and to the world is the remarkable talent of our graduates and all of the incredible things that you will do as you embark on this next chapter in your life. You are the problem solvers and the change makers. You are the builders and the thinkers and the leaders who will help us find our way through the world's thorniest issues. You are the ones who will bring new energy and fresh thinking to the great debates and challenges of our time. We can't wait to learn about all of the amazing ways that you will use your skills and knowledge and curiosity to help shape our evolving economy, nurture our fragile planet, and build a stronger and more just society. We know it isn't going to take you long before you make a real difference in the world when you walk out these doors, and we could not be prouder of you. So today we celebrate your achievements, the bright futures that you all have as part of our growing and global University of Alberta family. Congratulations.
Knowledge shall not be the concern of scholars alone. The uplifting of the whole people shall be its final goal.
They inspire us all with their brilliance, creative force, and fervent desire to make the world a better place.
I accept in the name of our poor people.
Dream your dreams. It is possible to have a new kind of world.
Those who receive an honorary degree from the University of Alberta set the highest standards of dedication and excellence for students and for society at large.
It is a good day to be you.
Remember who you are. Remember where you come from.
And while their backgrounds and fields of endeavor vary widely, all are exceptional.
Maybe it's best if I just speak from the heart.
I will remember you. Will you remember me?
We face today a clash of ignorances.
You are who make the history. You are who create the future.
U of A honorary degree recipients embody the university's vision to inspire the human spirit through outstanding achievements in learning, discovery, and citizenship in a creative community.
Your generation will be called upon to balance what is now moving quickly to a tipping point.
I think we are now
and the threshold of a new beginning.
It is a spirit that is building one of the world's great universities for the public good.
It is your attitude that will sustain you. It is not what happens to you, it is what you do with it.
Go out and not simply change the world, go out and save the world. That is what I would seek you to do.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate of the University of Alberta, it is my great privilege to introduce Douglas Stollery. To introduce Douglas Stollery for the honorary degree of Doctor of Laws, our institution's highest honor. Throughout his life, Douglas Stollery has given generously to society by leading transformational change. He elevates peoples and organizations, and the scale of that change he has led is immeasurable. A highly respected lawyer, Mr. Stollery is dedicated to legal education and the mentoring of young people in learning the law. He was co-counsel on the Verind case, a leading human rights case under the Charter of Rights and Freedoms. Following years of pro bono work done by Mr. Stollery and Sheila Greco that was supported by many others, the Supreme Court of Canada decided unanimously that provincial human rights legislation that did not include sexual orientation on its list of prohibited grounds of discrimination constituted a violation of the Charter. This case had a profound effect on LGBTQ+ rights in Canada and served as the foundation for other decisions of the Supreme Court of Canada, including the later recognition of same-sex marriage. Mr. Stollery is a champion of higher education, serving as the Chancellor of the University of Alberta, Vice Chair of MacEwan's University's Board of Governors, and Chancellor of St. Stephen's College. As the University of Alberta Chancellor, he fully engaged in the life and the work of the university, and I can add he remains fully engaged. we're not letting Doug go. And he has volunteered countless hours helping to develop the first ever strategic plan for the Senate and providing invaluable insight and advice. His vision, recommendations, and advice for leaders and students at the University of Alberta will continue to serve us well for decades to come. President Emeritus David Turpin noted, Mr. Stollery is a transformational force for good in everything that he does. Nowhere is this more apparent than in his service to the community, which includes volunteering as the president of the Stollery Charitable Foundation, president of the Victoria School Foundation for the Arts, governor of the Certified General Accountants Association of Alberta, volunteer to AIDS-Free World, advisor to ARC Foundation, and chair of the Alberta Selection Committee to the United World Colleges. He also served as director for Care Canada, the Stephen Lewis Foundation, the Stollery Children's Hospital Foundation, and Edmonton 2001 World Championships in athletics. A member of the Order of Canada, Mr. Stollery's many accolades include the University of Alberta's Distinguished Alumni Award, the MacEwan University Distinguished Citizen Award, the Canadian General Council Lifetime Achievement Award, the Queen Elizabeth II Diamond Jubilee Medal, the Alberta Human Rights Commission's Suzanne Ma Award, and the Edmonton Bar Association's Eileen Nash Award. Today, we recognize the kindness, compassion, and generosity that drives his philanthropic support to include the quality of lives of everyone, locally, nationally, and internationally. And we embrace his unique ability to inspire others on the importance of learning, giving back to the community, and embracing exemplary values as global citizens. Eminent Chancellor, it is with great pride and respect, I present Douglas Stollery.
Douglas R. Stollery, in recognition of enduring commitments to post-secondary education, human rights, the community, and philanthropic support for those in need, I desire to confer upon you the honorary degree of Doctor of Laws, and to express the hope that we shall continue to be enriched by your wise counsel for many years to come.
Eminent Chancellor, President Flanagan, Ward Representative Butler, ladies and gentlemen, graduates. 46 years ago this month, I crossed this stage to receive my law degree from the University of Alberta. My education here prepared me for my career as a lawyer, which I have enjoyed more than I can describe. It also prepared me for all of the extraordinary changes that have come about in the law and in society over the past half-century. It taught me the skills to continue on a journey of lifelong learning. Since my graduation here, I have had the good fortune of ongoing associations with this great university, including serving as Chancellor, presiding over 52 convocation ceremonies like this one, and conferring degrees on some 34,000 students. Through that remarkable experience, I came to appreciate more fully the fundamental role that post-secondary institutions, and the University of Alberta in particular, play in advancing our society. I am profoundly grateful for all that the University of Alberta has given to me, and I am so proud to receive this honor from this university today. To our graduates in the faculties of Education and Law, congratulations on your achievement of your degrees. I know how hard you have worked and how much you have sacrificed to get here. Your graduation day is a time for reflection on your path to this point. All that you have learned, and the joys, the friendships, and the occasional disappointments along the way. It's also a time for reflection on your path going forward. On this day, I won't offer you any career advice. I expect that you've already received plenty of that. However, I would like to offer some thoughts on the possibilities of your future. Maya Angelou, the great American poet and Nobel laureate, once said, "I think a hero is any person really intent on making this a better place for people." Each of you has the potential to be a hero in this sense. Each of you has the potential to be a hero regardless of which degree you have received, what career path you may choose, what your personal circumstances may be, and how events may unfold in our community and our world. Being a hero is not something that you inherit. It's something that you work at. All it takes is the combination of kindness and courage. When I was a child growing up here in Edmonton, I was drawn to a framed penny point saying hanging on the wall of my grandmother's house. It was a quote from Adam Lindsay Graham, a 19th century Australian poet, which said, "Life is mostly froth and bubble. Two things stand as stone: kindness in another's trouble, courage in your own." Over the course of my life, I have come to understand how insightful this simple poem really is, and how fundamental kindness and courage are to our personal advancement and to the advancement of our communities and our society. I have also come to understand that these are the building blocks of heroism. Kindness, of course, is all about caring for the well-being of others. It's about seeing and hearing others. It's about understanding others. You don't have to look far to find kindness. Just look behind you at your parents, your spouses or partners, your children, and your friends. They have cared about you and supported you throughout your journey to this place. They have worked hard and made sacrifices for you. Look behind me on this stage. Members of the university faculty, staff, and administration have also cared about and supported you, as have generous alumni and other donors who have funded scholarships and bursaries that may have enabled you to continue your studies. You also don't have to look far to find opportunities to be kind. Those opportunities are present every day and everywhere. Turning to the other element of heroism, courage involves doing the right thing despite the personal risks. Doing the right thing even if it isn't popular. Doing the right thing even if it doesn't align with your personal interests. Courage isn't easy. It requires us to face and overcome challenges. In the words of Nelson Mandela, I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. One of the things in life that is most important to me is the advancement of human rights. I have reflected recently on how fundamental courage has been to human rights advances. Think of the courage of suffragettes who stood up to achieve recognition of the right of women to participate in the democratic process. Think of the courage of Rosa Parks, Martin Luther King, and so many others who stood up in support of the civil rights movement at significant personal cost. Think of the courage of Terry Fox on his run across the country. Think of the courage of Indigenous leaders like Willie Littlechild, Murray Sinclair, and Cindy Blackstock, leading us on the path to truth and reconciliation. If I might take a moment for personal reflection, I came to this university as an 18-year-old, deeply closeted gay man. Over the course of my studies here at the faculties of Arts and Law, I did not meet a single openly gay person. That's not because there weren't any gay students, faculty, or staff. It's because they were all in the closet. It was dangerous to be out. There were risks of physical violence and risks of alienation from your family, your friends, and your colleagues. Although same-sex relationships had recently been decriminalized, sexual orientation discrimination remained rampant. Not only was discrimination legal, it was government policy. The federal government, for example, had a policy that it would not hire anyone who was a member of what we would now call the 2S LGBTQ community. They also had a policy of rooting out anyone believed to be part of that community from the existing workforce. The closet was a pretty dark place. I think of the heroism of those who fought back against this discrimination. I think of Michael Fair, Edmonton's first openly gay city councillor and a past board chair of this university who is receiving an honorary degree here this afternoon. I think of Delwyn Vriend, who was fired from his job here in Edmonton because he is gay, who stood up against the government of the day and fought to achieve legal protections in Alberta against sexual orientation discrimination. I think of Dr. Chris Wells, who has been a tireless advocate for the 2S LGBTQ community. Along with many others, they made it easier to step out of the closet and into the light. They fought for human rights advances that have helped me to live openly as a gay man, that have allowed me to marry my wonderful husband, and that have enabled me to stand before you on this stage today. We are a stronger, better, and more just society because of the courage of each of these individuals and thousands of others who took risks to achieve a greater good. We all stand on the shoulders of heroes who have come before us. My call to you today is to unleash the hero that lies within you. Nothing you can do is more important to our society. Nothing you can do will bring you greater personal satisfaction. To this university, thank you for this great honor. To family and friends gathered here today, thank you for all that you have done to make this day possible for our graduates. And to our graduates, congratulations. Enjoy your day.
Thank you so much, Doug. Your words are so inspiring. Our personal friendship, your leadership, your kindness, and your words of a reminder of the importance of being kind and courageous at the same time. Remind us of what a difference we all can make in the world. Thank you so much, Doug. You truly are a hero. And now I'd like you to come forward and sign the honorary degree roll. And that makes it official. Doug is now a member of the University of Alberta class of 2022. Welcome to the family. And now, graduates, it's your turn. As the name of each graduate is called to cross the stage, I will formally admit you to your degrees, and we will have an opportunity to congratulate you. On your journey across the stage, you will also walk past the University of Alberta Mace. Centuries ago, the mace was a symbol of authority over life and death, and I can assure you that is no longer the case, which is a good thing for all of us. Today, this mace represents the life-changing power of knowledge and the importance of our university and our graduates in the community. I look forward to meeting all of you on the stage.
I ask the candidates for degrees to please rise. You will be asked to provide a spoken response for the pledge, with the President, which will appear shortly on the screens. Eminent Chancellor and President, on behalf of the faculties, I present to you these scholars and ask that they be pledged and admitted to the degrees to which they are entitled.
Now, just before I start, I want you to know I'm a little hard of hearing, so when I hear this pledge, I want the rafters of the Jubilee to rattle. Do you promise faithfully and to observe loyally the statutes, customs, privileges, and liberties of this, your university? Do you solemnly promise to conduct yourselves in all things loyally and faithfully to the honor of your university, the encouragement of learning, and the good of your country? These things. Wonderful, thank you.
By virtue of the authority invested in me by the legislature of the province, and with the consent of this university, I admit you to the degrees to which you are entitled, and invest with you all the powers, rights, and privileges pertaining to such degrees. I charge you to use them for the uplifting of the whole people, to inspire the human spirit, to serve your community for the public good, and to pursue more steadfastly whatsoever things are true. Please be seated.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of Professor Barbara Billingsley, Professor Brooke Milne, I present the following graduates for degrees in the Faculty of Law and Faculty of Graduate Studies and Research. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, George Neil Redenkop. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of Professor Barbara Billingsley, I present the following graduates for degrees in the Faculty of Law. For the degree of Juris Doctor, the recipient of the Horace Harvey Medal in Law, Michael Ian Stewart with distinction.
Michael Ian Stewart is this year's recipient of the Horace Harvey Medal in Law. This is awarded to the graduating student with the highest academic standing in the Bachelor of Laws degree. It is endowed by the late Horace Harvey, former Chief Justice of Alberta. Throughout his education at the University of Alberta, Michael has shown an impressive commitment to both the academy and the community. He joined the board of directors of the Ukrainian Sumka Dancers and was elected treasurer in 2021. And despite not having any dance or Ukrainian background, Michael finds volunteering for an organization that brings beautiful art to life an incredibly rewarding experience. In addition, Michael volunteers as a practical experience mentor and CFE coach for candidates pursuing their chartered professional accountant designation. He obtained his designation in 2018 and benefited from the impact mentors had on his journey. His goal in obtaining his CPA designation was to provide the same guidance to future candidates. And beyond these pursuits, Michael was the VP General for the Sports and Entertainment Law Society, co-chair of a political campaign, and co-founder and director of a new political not-for-profit platform. He also covered the Tampa Bay Lightnings for a hockey blog during their back-to-back Stanley Cup runs. So upon graduating, Michael will be articling as a student of law at Fesky Flynn LLP in Edmonton, and he hopes to pursue a career in tax law. Congratulations, Michael.
Leah Michelle Arthur. Josiah Beauchesne. Peter Friedrich Benson. Khalid Rafik Berjak. Andrew Beeman. Mia Lauren Botos. Chloe Marie Braggett with distinction. Haley Kathleen Cabral. Recipient of the Judges Bronze Medal, Elisa Maria Carbonaro with distinction. Anita Rebecca Cardinal. Brenna Lee Case. Ivan Deep Singh Chauhan. Victoria Nicole Chu with distinction. Abigail Joy Choi with distinction. Andrew John Cisna. Eric Robert Douglas de Corby. Miranda Lee Dela Cruz. Cassandra Lauren Devlin with distinction. Savina Kaur Dillon. David Mark Di Gianvittorio. Anthony Diaconu. Tesha Michelle Doblanco with distinction. Quan Duong. Amy Melissa Durand with distinction. Kamal Fouad El Mahdi. Susan Adele Imam. Elizabeth England. Carissa Grace Fald with distinction. Susanna Fung. Samantha Figueroa Garcia. Maxine Fine. Carson Dale Foggen. Ian Fong. Regan Jessica Fossen. Riel Lynn Kilushini Gagnon with distinction. Kanan Amit Kumar Gandhi. Zachary Kinton G. Julie Manuela Grivel with distinction. Chandrima Gupta. Catherine Michelle Haid. Kelly Louise Anastasia Hamill with distinction. Sarah Catherine Hansen with distinction. Haley Malina Hauk with distinction. Dallin Douglas Hyam. Justin Alexander Helsvold. Jeremy Ib Huslud. Colleen Denise Holt. Elias Jimenez Gonzalez. Caitlin Taylor Jolly with distinction. Cyril Kaderabek. Thomas Joseph Kanaka Yakal. Joseph Bruno K. Sydney Ray Kellendorfer. Devin Nicole Kim. Robert Alexander William Klein. Spencer Alvin Klug with distinction. Bryce John Henry Kneller with distinction. Kiara Alice Kunimoto. Nicholas Robert Lagore. Hero Shelley Laird with distinction. Jimmy Lamb with distinction. Sarah Jo Yi Lam. Raylee Minhyu Lee. Recipient of the George Bly O'Connor Silver Medal in Law, Case William Littlewood with distinction. Zhen Xu Lu. Grace Chloe Aeneas Ntumba Lumbala. A popular choice. David Vin Luong. Anthony Simon Lyons. Pamela Christelle McDonald. Cole Mackenzie Melu. Stefan Malinovich. Aaron Donald Mann. Anya Manukian. Christopher Wade McLaughlin Czernecki with distinction. And Mal Singh Metley. Aaron Zdenek Moises. Brennan Riley Molzan. Miriam Musbah. Anya Nell with distinction. Alexis Michaela Newman with distinction. Nolan Alexander Okrusko with distinction. Karina Omelchenko with distinction. Jonas Patron with distinction. David Alexander Pollock with distinction. Prabjot Kaur Punia. Akash Singh Purawal. Alison Kerry Rodvang with distinction. Christian Dale Save with distinction. Amrit Kaur Sandhu with distinction. Hannah Annalise Schmachheit. Barrett Jordan Schultz. Anna Marlene Seefeld with distinction. Kaylee Robin Severson. Ilya Troba. Ryan Danielle Shearer with distinction. Eve Shen. Kiana Samoshkopich Hunter. Lisa J. Sermon. Connor Slimman with distinction. Mary Frances Perrette Spellacy with distinction. Grant Alden Salowecki. Shruti Tadapalli. Rebecca Marie Taylor with distinction. Samuel Adri Martin Tenusen with distinction. Zachary Thacker with distinction. Lana Astrid Thorhill. Lucas Turton. Lorena Andrena Viloria Guerra. Betty Vo. Amanda Irene Laura Wigger. Lisa Yitian Wang. Graham Mitchell White. Jamie D. Williams. Jackie Chinyuen Shu. Isaac Zir Wanklin with distinction. Rebecca Chang. Michaela Angelina Zubrecki.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of Professor Jennifer Tupper and Professor Brooke Milne, I present the following graduates for degrees in the Faculty of Education and Faculty of Graduate Studies and Research. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Laura Lynn Gilmore. Stacy Nicole Hanna. Michelle Nadine Marie Hoover. William Ronald Howe.
This is Tabitha, and that's Dean.
Tibitha Aweta Dean Kemble. Vincenza Virginia Alba Martinovich. Adriana Onita. Rekiet Omeneke Siaka. Eminent Chancellor, for the degree of Doctor of Education, Lynn Feist. Kathleen Rachel Durantz. Eminent Chancellor, for the degree of Master of Education, Ragda Rafiq Abdelkader. Zuzana Sabina Appel. Melanie Jeanette Arcand. Faria Asif. Ivan Brother Frank Assuming. Stacy Bennett. Ruth Berkovich. Kai Wen Chen. Serena Curtis. Jennifer April Duncan. Shannon Rosemary Dunsmuir. Lauren Michelle Emery. Sylvia Cecilia Fernandez. Molly Karen Fountain. Shyla Diane Rita Fraze. Desiree Gagnon. Shannon Lee Graham. Reem Hamdi. Anna Hinger. Sarah Noel Ho. Nicole Ann Hurst Radke. Jenna Jewison. Natasha Konanoff. Ka Wing Lai. Wai Shing Michael Lam. Michael Eric Lang. Revston Shermay Maneha Machas. Lana May McAleer. Lindsay Ann Mizovich. Shona Leanne Nichols. Eki Okungboa. Teresa Maria Patan. Natasha Mary Jean Perapelkin. Mackenzie Clayton Robinson. Lisa Carol Scott. Anshu Sharma. Brady Robert Henry Sherrard. Arash Shojai. Allison Ruth Spencer. Angela Celine Stolk. Shiran Wang. Laurel Ellen Wilkie. Chelsea Brooke Wood. Shiva Zarazada Kebari.
Eminent Chancellor for the degree of Master of Library and Information Studies, Rebecca Lynn Bonkowski. Amy Maxine Farella. Victoria Grace June Francis. Julia Barbara Brandewin Guy. Carrie Megan Hughes. Kelsey Jacqueline Kropiniski. Dylan James McDougall. Heather Ann McMullen. Jillian Amber Louise Machuye. Shakira Rasul. Natasha Megan Stevenson. Sandra Elaine Sidor. For the degree of Bachelor of Education, Aisha Nizam Ahmed with distinction. Liam Jonathan Albert. Hawea Ahmed Ali. Grace Kana Olanaisi. Palak Anand with distinction. Faith Rian Andrejczyk with distinction. Massimo Giuseppe Angotti. Avery Irene Archibald with distinction. Brianna Kelly Atwell. Nathalie Grace Achion Avila with distinction. Carrie Beth Bain with distinction. Courtney Lane Bangen with distinction. Wally Bond. Jamie Teresa Barnes with distinction. Sienna Tasha Beverly Batke with distinction. Patrick Bauer with distinction. Zoe Louise Beausoleil. Brooke Shelley Brittany Bell with distinction. Nathan Charles Bennett with distinction. Joshua Aaron Berdigan. Luke Robert Bester. With an enthusiastic family. Kimberly April Big Crow. Jordan Joseph Blackburn. Bronte Alexandra Phillips. Nicholas Alexander Botello with distinction. Sophia Catherine Bouchard with distinction. Janice Jomika Breitrights with distinction. Joshua Jeffrey Budgell. Courtney Lee Bollerkist. Adam John Barant. David Patrick Burke. Lugia Kai with distinction. Brittany Carolyn Dorothy Cairns with distinction. Josie Leah Suzanne Cardinal. Judy Angelique Cardinal. Will David Matthew Carpenter. Zachary Taylor Chomchuk. Cassie Amira Simolai. Lucas Reynold Dwayne Clark. Lily Beatrice Crannell. Pardon me, Lily, that is Crandall. Ian J. Cumming. Austin Jordan George Schomalik. Zachary Michael Davies. Hannah Brianne DeWitt with distinction. Sarah Grace Dirks with distinction. Alexander Joseph Donovan with distinction. Lena Vo Duong with distinction. Alexandra Sheila Derschnabel. Michaela Carol Irwin. Kathleen Ann Kidd Ewart. Manuela Victoria Ferber with distinction. Well, we can't take 4 hours for this, Sarah. We can't do it. Kathleen Shalala Fleck with distinction. Dawson Thor Fowler with distinction. Kira Ann Lee Frederickson. Tyson Grant Frencheater. Brandon Riley Geiger. Abigail Madison Giles. Samantha Jordan Gomes. Okay. Receiving today a Bachelor of Education, a certificate in interdisciplinary leadership studies, and a certificate in international learning, Maite Sofia Gonzalez Latorre with distinction. Recipient of an Aileen Charlotte Driscoll Scholarship, Caitlin Alicia Gorniak. Heather Gould Hawk. Jonathan Normand Goulet. Sean Savannah Trinity Gray with distinction. Connor Spence Gregg. Peter Alton Grimm.
Kevin Patrick Gritter.
Kirea Gergis.
Kirea Gergis.
Mrs. Hagen.
Francis Hagen. Connor Harper. Melissa Sue Hashik. Noreen Husby Henna. Olivia Esther Margaret Hennig. Michelle Ann Hessler. Jordan Huang. Jonathan Hocknallen with distinction.
Mrs. Pollock.
Samuel Douglas Hollick with distinction.
Mrs. Coleman.
Christina Ann Holman with distinction. Brianne Lillian Hordow.
Hoshi McLean.
Maria Aurora Hoshi McLean.
Mrs. Hauser.
Brittany Hauser with distinction and dancing. Sarah Elizabeth Hunt. Brandon Manuel Itura. Saria Ashley James Thomas with distinction. Kennedy Leanne Jones with distinction.
Mrs. Cole and Mrs. Cullen.
Anit Kaur Kalan with distinction. Jenna Maria Kaminsky with distinction. Rebecca June Keeler with distinction. Haura Caliph.
Thanks very much.
Liam Indy Kissick. Danielle Rianne Klatchik with distinction. Gunjot Kohli. Nicole Kosawan with distinction. Sebastian Daniel Kowalski with distinction. Marco Michael Krulak. Marley Kwan with distinction. Hannah Catherine Labonte with distinction. Landon Mark Labonte with distinction. Shannon Leah Oiling Lai. Réjean Marcel Lamar. Lisa Lynn Lauzon with distinction. Denise Lebsack. Joshua Aaron Lee, with distinction. Joshua David Raymond Lehman, with distinction. Also receiving a certificate in translation studies, Conrad Quinn Liebel, with distinction. Si Yao Li. Xiaomeng Li. Matthew Jiseng Lim, with distinction. Taylor John Latosky. Louisa Liu, with distinction. Also receiving a certificate in international learning, Brady Marie Lynn. Also receiving a certificate in Aboriginal Sport and Rec, Andrew James William McLean. Also receiving a certificate in sustainability, Connor John Medill. Mustafa Mahfous, with distinction. Chelsea Brianne Meyer, with distinction. Emily Catherine Malte, with distinction. Melissa Angelina Rizzo Mantella, with distinction. Safia Maksud. Jordan Eugenie McCann, with distinction. Lauren Julia Lee McCulley. Samantha Nicole McDougall, with distinction. Juliana Kelly Ida McDowell, with distinction. McKaylee Carol McEachern, with distinction. Sydney Elizabeth McMurray, with distinction. Cole Albert Medkey. Garrett Dallas Meek. Maria Alejandra Mejia. Purnima Satish Menon. Sadie Ann Milford. Christina Maria Mills. Karnesh Minhas. Tajbir Kaur Minhas, with distinction. Connor Christopher Minshall. Andrew Leighton Moore, with distinction. Mackenzie Rain Mosgrip, with distinction. Ashlyn Brianne Moses. Heidi Grace Moulton. Sydney Habib Emsahel. Morgan Thomas Myrick. Jennifer Dawn Nichols, with distinction. Jace Daniel Northam, with distinction. Brianna Nicole Olson, with distinction. Olivia Paige Ostapovich. Sina Jean Polymeric, with distinction. Okay. Vince Villarin Pantinople. Kayla Marie Papiani. Justina Rosalia Parody, with distinction. Min Jeong Park. Vanessa Danielle Parmiter. Also receiving a certificate in global citizenship, Jerome Nathan Javier Paz, with distinction.
This is Juco, and he also is receiving a Bachelor of Music.
Also receiving a Bachelor of Music, Miles Edward Juco Pete. Samuel Louis Pelkey, with distinction. Landon Brian Perkins. Tristan Ian Perrault McLean. Isabella Vanessa Perry, with distinction. Brandy Michelle Perry. Oh, is she being upstaged? I'll say it again. Brandy Michelle Perry.
That's
Rhiannon Caroline Perry. Amy Fung, with distinction. Keely Joelle Pearson, with distinction. Luke William Power. Dominique Noel Prince Hauk, with distinction. Samantha Faye Provost, with distinction. Neelam Praveen Reddy, with distinction. Brittany Dawn Redlick. Abby Pearl Reed, with distinction. Also receiving a certificate in international learning, Shaylin Ann Rendell. Jordan Dawn Rennie, with distinction. Carolina Alexia Reyes. Shay Lynn Richardson, with distinction. Alicia Dalen Robinson. John Roach. Monique Louise Rachon. Taylor Roth, with distinction. Daniel Rubenstein, with distinction. Nicole Lori Kathleen Rushton. Megan Lily Maria Sadaway. Emma Lee Scherer, with distinction. Ashley Shapani, with distinction. Dakota Braden Schmidt, with distinction. Rixt Schulten, with distinction. Victoria Sophia Setch, with distinction. Matthew James Alexander Semeniuk. Maria Olga Adele Shanks, with distinction. Arjun Sharma. Bo Yun Jenny Shim. Anna Marie Jacqueline Sikora, with distinction. Carla Jean Singer. Yo-Yo Siu, with distinction. Shaylin Nadine Smith. Also receiving today a certificate in ethics, a certificate in global citizenship, and a certificate in international learning, Nicole Taylor Smith. Josie Elizabeth Sorensen. Anna Maria Sorokin. Janelle Ellen Pauline Stephen, with distinction. Madeline Gabrielle Stewart, with distinction.
That's Jaya and that's Stankia.
Jaya Nicole Stankia, with distinction.
Last name Stumble.
Jenna Madison Stumber, with distinction. Autumn Victoria Taha. Bailey Elizabeth Tate, with distinction. Kitty Tu Tan, with distinction.
That's Huda.
Huda Asaf Terabane. Matthew Scott Tassone. Suryanur Taken. Avery John Teo. Also receiving a certificate of sustainability, Hannah Asankoma Turkper. Miranda Joyce Tobert, with distinction. Erica Ann Rebecca Toker, with distinction. Kelsey Nicole Tollefson, with distinction. Recipient of a Susan Carroll Weston Reed Medal, Justine Madison Toy, with distinction. Emily Suk Tran. Jasmine Victoria Treblecock, with distinction. Emily Manlock Tsui. Diana Levine Turner, with distinction. Spencer Arthur Umba, with distinction. Gabrielle Jasmine Val Hammett, with distinction. Keisha Angie Brooke Wasatnow. Kate Walsh. Emily Marie Walter. Alexandra Sally Victoria Warwa, with distinction. Samuel John Warawa. Jonah Orion Waters, with distinction. Jeremy Murray Worschuk, with distinction. Lauren Marie Western, with distinction. Eden Sky Wickman. Ryan Matthew Williams. Karen Ruth Willis, with distinction. Also receiving today a Bachelor of Arts, Tristan Fox Wizawati, with distinction. Shay Madison Workman. Sean Michael Worsley, with distinction. Eric Robert Wojwitka, with distinction. Leon Jihao Yang, with distinction. Jeff Xinyu Yao, with distinction. Kate Ashley Yaschuk, with distinction. Stacia Maxine Zayek. Hannah Christine Zubat. Nadia Patricia Zook, with distinction.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of Professor Jennifer Tupper, I present the following graduates for the Diploma of the Faculty of Education. Summer Aki. Aurora. Amandeep Kaur. Manpreet Kaur. Lani Rivera Luarca. Gagandeep Kaur Mangat. Andrea Simone Ramirez. Rashmi Tiwari.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculties, I present to you the remaining scholars whose names appear in the convocation program but who are not in attendance.
Eminent Chancellor, in addition to the graduates of the degree and diploma programs in education, we are also here today to celebrate the achievements of another committed and very hard-working group of students at the university. Graduates of the on-campus program are recognized for completing their 4-year program of study. The University of Alberta has the distinction of being the first university to support the continued education of adults with developmental disabilities through the on-campus program. Both the university and the program continue to be recognized internationally for their innovative and pioneering work in creating inclusive learning opportunities for a wide variety of learners. Following the example set by the University of Alberta, similar programs are now available at universities and colleges throughout Canada, the United States, Australia, and Finland. The graduates of the on-campus program are Juan Luis Acosta, David Bourbeau, Koshal Mupuri, and Courtney Reap. Congratulations.
So to our graduates, you've made it. You are now officially graduates of the University of Alberta. Congratulations. Now, there is another group in this auditorium that also merits a standing ovation. And I'd ask our graduates to all stand. And I would like you to turn around and offer a standing ovation to your family and friends who supported you through all of this. Please be seated. So before you are formally welcomed into the University of Alberta Alumni Association, I invite you to watch the screens for a presentation of a special video montage. The song that accompanies the video, Je te retrouve, or I Remember You, was commissioned by Campus Saint-Jean in 2008 in honor of the U of A centenary. It captures the hopefulness and potential of the days spent at a university, and hopefully sparks your own memories of your years here. And I have to tell you, every time I see this video, I cry, so I'm just, just warning you. The song is also a display of many U of A talents. It was composed by Professor Emeritus and Honorary degree recipient, Dr. France Levasseur-Ouimet, and arranged by U of A alumnus, Dr. Alan Bevan. The recording is performed by Chorale Saint-Jean under the direction of Laurier Fagnon. Enjoy.
Eminent Chancellor, thank you, merci. To the graduating class of 2022, you have shown incredible resiliency, drive, and determination to be here today. Congratulations and welcome. My name is Tricia Waddell, and I graduated from the University of Alberta in 1996 from the Faculty of Arts, in 2000 from the Faculty of Law, and in 2014 with a Master's in Business Administration. It is my true honor to congratulate you on becoming a U of A alumnus and to officially welcome you to our alumni family. We are more than 300,000 strong, living in some 140 countries around the world. We are a supportive, proud, diverse, global network, collectively making extraordinary contributions to the alumni community, the university, and for the public good. Together, we are change makers, community builders, world shapers. Throughout the history of the university, our world has faced many challenges, but when we stand together, we generate the solutions that make us healthier, safer, stronger, and more just. We will always be seeking, always be challenging, and most of all, always be leading. Like our university, our alumni lead with purpose. Félicitations et bonne chance. Congratulations and best wishes in all your future adventures.
Almost done. In closing, I'd like to offer a few words of thanks. First to Douglas Stollery. Thank you once again for sharing your story and your wisdom with our university family. You are an inspiring example of leadership, service, and accomplishment. In accepting this honorary degree, you bring great honor to the University of Alberta. Thank you so much, Doug. I also wish to thank our talented vocalist Noah Wright and our outstanding Convocation band under the direction of Dr. Thomas Dust. Thank you very much. And believe it or not, there's a whole bunch of work that goes on behind the scenes to get all of these events organized. And so I wish to acknowledge the hard work of the staff of the Office of the Registrar and the Office of the Senate for their organization of today's Convocation event. Thank you so much. And I'm pleased to invite everyone to join us at the end of the event in the lobbies to extend our congratulations. And finally, to our graduates, congratulations for all you have accomplished leading up to the conferral of your degree. On top of the normal challenges of completing a degree, these past 2 years have been incredibly challenging, and I want to acknowledge your determination and perseverance that helped you get to this day. It might be a bit of a cliche to say we're all in this together, but these past years have taught us how much that simple message rings true. Your convocation today symbolizes what we can achieve together, how we can uplift the whole people, how we can continue to explore and pursue the truth when we unleash the creativity, the energy, ideas, and compassion of all of the students who are graduating today and will lead the way for tomorrow. I hope that you feel incredibly proud of what you have accomplished in your years at the university. You've spent hours, months, and years listening and learning, digging into complex issues and topics, thinking critically about some of the most pressing issues of our time, sharing time with friends and colleagues, and preparing for wherever your journey will take you. In turn, we are incredibly proud of all of you, our newest graduates. You bring us hope for the future. You inspire us with your energy, your enthusiasm, and ideas. Whatever path you choose, I encourage you above all else to understand that you can make a positive difference in our world. And I can assure you that the University of Alberta will be here cheering you on from the sidelines as each of you pursues your next hopes and dreams. Enjoy the celebration and the rest of today.